watching another episode of How to Roam Freely. On this episode, we'll be talking about how to organize your work digitally. In this day and age, everything is digital, yes, and people are always interested in purchasing or having original prints. But at the end of the day, all your work, whether you're a photographer or an artist, all your work will be digital. So for me, as a photographer, to store my inventories or organize my images, I use of course, typical SanDisk or hard drives, portable hard drives, other than having them on the SanDisk, because you never know, you could lose the memory card, you could break it, it could get damaged. But once you have all your pictures or all your artwork on a hard drive, that will definitely help you save money on buying different memory cards, because you could just put your images on the hard drive and then just erase the original photos you had in the memory card and reuse that memory card, which is very cost effective, saving you a lot of money. When it comes to organizing them online and sending the pictures out to clients, I use WeTransfer, which is a very, very, very good transfer program to send online files to people. It's actually free. You could send up to 200 pictures for free. And if you are doing, like, let's say a bigger event, let's say like a wedding or a communion, or a bigger event where you have to send more than 200 photos, which I would not advise, because 200 pictures is a lot for one person. You might think it's not a lot. I personally don't think 200 pictures is a lot, but it is a lot for the client. So that's a great way to organize your transfers, because it sends you an email when you send the file, and it also sends you an email when the person downloads the file. So you have a record or in a history of who accessed the file, how many people downloaded the file. And let's say the client's like, oh my god, I don't have my photos, how can I get my photos? You could tell them that on this day at that time you downloaded the file, so the file is probably on your file folder, or if you downloaded it on your computer, it's probably in your download folder. One thing I'm going to say about WeTransfer though, when you use the free version, the person has up to 7 days with the transfer link. After that, it expires. So that's why I always tell people, as soon as you get that WeTransfer link, definitely download it. And if your business you get clients regularly, I will definitely suggest for you to purchase the membership with WeTransfer. With WeTransfer, with that, you could send more than 200 photos, even though don't send more than 200 photos, but you can send more than 200 photos, and there's actually the file that you send, they actually keep it for longer than 7 days. So for the client, they'll have that link available to them for 4 weeks, and then you literally have a whole history on who got the file, who downloaded it, not in your email this time, in your WeTransfer account. Another method is, you could also use this Dropbox. Dropbox, you can download it on your computer, name the different folders, have that, send the folders to client. With Dropbox, I would say you could send it to as many as people you can, and that link does not expire, so it works. But you still have to pay also. You also have to pay for Dropbox. Dropbox is not free, but it's very good to have to save different images or different artwork on your computer. And another way to sort out, organize everything, I would say good old-fashioned computer space. If you have, it doesn't matter what computer you have, just have like a folder, a section for your art, your photos, or anything you're saving on the computer. And also, I would suggest, if you can, you don't have to, but if you can, if you have a specific computer for that type of stuff, like for your images of your art and everything, that'll be much better because images are large files. So let's say you're a student and you have a site also as a photographer, videographer, or you just do art and you archive and organize all your stuff digitally. I would suggest that you get another device to save your stuff because artwork, photos, they take a lot of space. Take it from me, I was once where y'all were. If you're a student, because you have all your school documents, PowerPoints, Excel sheets on the computer, and you also have client photos and everything, and that takes a lot of space. And the last thing you need is for when you're like editing on Lightroom or Photoshop and that annoying message saying scratch disk is full come up. I've been there way too many times during my college days and it was terrible. I had to go back and delete stuff all the time. And one thing also, that's why an external hard drive is very beneficial because you won't have to keep all that work on your computer. Once you're done editing and you're done sending the clients the pictures and everything, you could save them on the hard drive, or if you use WeTransfer or Dropbox, it'll automatically save either on your computer with Dropbox or it'll save on the cloud with WeTransfer. We talked about the art, the print, and everything, which is one of the most important things. Some people would say that's the most important thing, but if you're an artist, a photographer, videographer, you already know that your work is great, like you're good at what you do. The second part of you being a creative is being the CEO, business owner, personnel, everything, customer service, receptionist, and everything. So when it comes to organizing the business aspect of your creative world, I will definitely suggest for you to write everything down. Organizing everything digitally doesn't only go for your artwork and your prints. It also means keeping a record of all your business transactions. So when you shoot with somebody or when you have a client, the time, the place, the due date, like when you have to send that artwork back, you have to write all of that down. You could use good old-fashioned Word documents, notes on your phone. You could use Excel also. I use OneNote. OneNote is one of the apps in the Microsoft software that is basically, it's better than Notepad because you could do so much, and it has different features to help you organize everything. So let's say you have to make a calendar for your bookings or for client work, you can use OneNote to do that. If you have to write notes for your next project, and if you want to share it with other people, if this is a group work or anything, you could share it and everybody could put their input. You could write regularly on OneNote. You could type. Like, it has so many features to help you stay organized. So I'll definitely recommend using OneNote to keep track of the business side of your creative venture. To wrap it up, when organizing your artwork digitally, definitely use Dropbox, WeTransfer, or any online services that permits you to either save your work or transfer your work from you to clients on the cloud, or directly save them on your computer. One great example is Dropbox is saving everything on your computer and on the cloud, and WeTransfer is just saving everything online for you. And also use an external hard drive to save your pictures or different artwork that you photograph. So definitely don't keep buying memory cards. Like, let's say you have a memory card, once you're done shooting with it and it's full, or even if it's not full yet, definitely get into the habit to transfer your images to the hard drive so you could delete them off the memory card. And also, when it comes to the business side, it's not just about organizing the artwork or the pictures. You're also a business person. You have to organize all the back end work, everything that nobody sees, the expenses, when to give client back their art. If you're collaborating with something, like, have notes on the project. Definitely write everything down. In business, the best thing you could do for yourself is write everything down. Like, do not, in business, word of mouth is not a thing. I don't care if it's your mom, your friend, your cousin. As if you're doing something, a work for them, you have to write it down and have a physical copy so both parties can sign it, get a contract. You know, contracts are your best friend. As a creative, contract is your best friend. And so yeah, so definitely write everything down. Even if it's a collab or it's a free project, you definitely have something in writing that the person sees and signs, so nothing gets mixed up at the end. So thank you for watching this episode. See you guys in the next one.